I want to forge a new industry, which is luxury ritual technology. So building an ecosystem where people in music, luxury goods, Internet of Things, wellness, and overall consumer electronics can all live.
So this is the first day of founding The First. A little bit about what I'm building. So I want to build the world's first luxury ritual technology company ever to exist. And what this means is I want to build an interconnected ecosystem of different smart devices that enhance modern living. Our first product, which we're going to market with in 2027, is the combination of a smart speaker, an automatic grinder, and a storage container. We're a year away, and I want to share the process. I want to share what it is that we are accomplishing day by day, week by week, month by month, and within this year. So let's do this journey. I actually have a call right now with my brander. We are going over our website and our pitch deck, just getting our entire image for how we want to portray ourselves in the market in the best way possible. We're addressing that today. When we do finish our call, we'll be in a way better position to start our pre-orders and pre-sales.
As far as execution, I want us to be very clear, put some things, in order of priority to you that we need to just get done. That's all.
I do like the occupation. I like the occupation section here. It's not here. If we can add that, just because I went to this event 2 days ago, and it was a tech and entrepreneur event, and I met a few people. This one woman, she worked at Yelp for 15 years, perfect for our core demographic, right? And I feel like when we are segmenting our demographics, that's the most important thing, a bit of metadata that we can start to structure our campaigns around, go beyond, when we start having advertisements and people are starting to come to our website that we don't know. I think that occupation tab would be really important just for us to start doing our campaign.
So we just finished our call with our brander, and instead of bombarding my team with too many tasks, which is something that I've done in the past, being a founder and having all these different ideas, whether it's between the mechanical, electrical, the audio, the software, the legal, the marketing, the fundraising, the crowdfunding, all these different teams, I basically focus on what needs to be done. And sometimes when I communicate to one of the people that aren't in that department, it could be a bit overwhelming. So more importantly, for our marketing call today, we need our website to be perfect. We want the perfect funnel. We want it to be where join waitlist and pre-sales are nice and cohesive, and they just flow properly, so that we can start to get that clientele list. So that's going to be our focus for the next 2 weeks, perfecting our website, and it will be an amazing new fresh start. I'm actually going to China next week. On Wednesday, I fly, and I'm flying into Guangzhou for the Canton Fair. That will be one of the most exciting times in my life, and there's going to be an amazing documentary about it. For now, it's just going to be, until I leave, refining the go-to-market strategy, continuing to practice my HSK2, and making content. I'm about to go hit the gym, and we'll be back. So I just made it to the East River. Usually I come here to do sprints. I'm about to go and edit a lot more videos. I'm about to shoot a few more as well. And usually whenever I need to reset, I'll do a lot of yoga, I'll do a lot of stretching, do meditation, I do a lot of journaling. At least I'm getting more into the journaling. One of the most important things that I've implemented into my life, especially because majority of my life I was an athlete. I used to play at IMG Academy, and then I went to Tulane University D1. I was a pitcher, was doing exercising, and especially aerobic exercises, getting my cardiovascular system, VO2 max, as strong as possible. So I'm about to do 10 sprints, get my heart rate going, head back to the crib, and get back to work. Wow, just did my 10. I'm tired. I'm about to head back to my crib and then get ready for the day. So let's get it going. So right now I just made it to Cafe Moon, Cafe Mound. And it's an Irish pub. It's in Upper East Side. And I'm meeting up with one of my friends. We actually went to an international boarding school together. We always make time to see the people that are important to us. So decided to get some work in. After the call today, I am now at the stage of creating a payment operating system for AIOVA. So I'm on Shopify as of right now. I'm activating our website so that we can start collecting credit card information and legitimizing what this idea is for the company. It's the first ever to be created. I want to forge a new industry, which is luxury ritual technology. So building an ecosystem where people in music, luxury goods, Internet of Things, wellness, and overall consumer electronics can all live in unison. That's not only what I want to portray within my advertising and all of my content, but also within the lifestyle that I live. So, it's really interesting, especially being in New York. There's so many different areas. A lot of people nowadays work from home. So it's good to get out of your comfort zone and find different areas to do that work. So I'm going to lock in for the next couple hours, go back, maybe hit the sauna. That's definitely a part of my routine, and carry on. How about you? What you been on?
Just work. I'm trying to save up a little bit till before I go on the trips.
To Japan?
I'm going to go to Peru probably, but I'm trying to time it with my clients.
Oh, to get your clients in before you leave?
Yeah.
It's a new day and it's a new time for me to keep doing this founder journey. My new thing this year is going to coffee shops. So I'm about to go to another one. It's really good coffee shop around the corner. It's called Frame, and I'm going to try some of their food. I'm going to also get a matcha. I was listening to this podcast the other day, and basically it was Diary of a CEO, and they were talking about how good it is for longevity to have matcha and green tea and all that. I'm going to start implementing that into my life now that beginning to build this world of developing ritual technology, right, which majority of people don't know, and I'm creating it, right? Creating a whole new lane. I know I need to embody that lane. Ritual technology. What is your ritual? What is your daily routine? And it all starts with the things that are the most sustainable, the things that will provide the most amount of return with the minimal amount of effort and output. And obviously effort is imperative for anybody to really build the resilience to do anything long-term to the highest degree. It starts with the little things: sleep, exercise, social interactions, nutrition, journaling, meditation, all of those things. So what ritual technology stands for, and that's what I'm implementing into my life. It's really exciting that in 5 days I will be on a flight 16 hours straight all the way to Hong Kong to go to Guangzhou, and I'm going to be doing the Canton Fair. It's going to be an immense opportunity, an immense exposure. 我也说韩语，我在学习韩语，我会看我的朋友的，我们会有很好时间，我不可以等。I think that's how you say it. I can't wait. I'm going to go to Shenzhen and see my friend. So it's really good, and I'm just planning it all today. So that's what we're going to do. Go to the coffee shop, get ready for the Canton Fair, get ready to embody everything that ritual technology is all about into this go-to-market strategy that I'm about to continue to plan, and take it from there. So I'm feeling pretty good about what I did today. Right now I just did a bunch of my AIOVA work. Right now I did a bit of AIOVA work. My branding team, we basically spoke about what is upcoming for the next year. Basically the phase that we're in right now is we're finalizing our design phase, where we have our mechanical, electrical, audio, and software teams all working together to have our final prototype that we're going to bring to the market in 2027. And from there, one of the things that is most important for our go-to-market strategy is how we're able to slowly get people accustomed and aware of what our product's going to be without giving too much, at least in these next few months, mainly between these couple of months, because until the design phase is complete, we don't want to showcase our industrial design, or else we start our time clock for our design patent. So a lot of this is going to be about the founder's journey. I'm even doing this podcast, why I'm even doing this vlog. So one of the things before I go is I got a lot of filming to do for my Chinese content that I be doing. I usually do that on TikTok and Instagram. I'm going to start funneling it into my YouTube
but at the same time, it's scripting and having a general plan on when I am in China to meet these manufacturers and suppliers at the Canton Fair to get the most out of it, not just building relationships, but making content. So got a good plan going. I was able to flesh out a good amount of what I want to accomplish in China. I'm going to do a little bit more research just on Guangzhou and Shenzhen, just a little bit more about China as a whole, and keep trekking forward. I'm going to do a little bit more of this content course, and then later tonight I have a Mandarin tutoring session with one of my tutors. He's from Beijing, but he moved to Mongolia, so I do that once a week. Definitely helped me so that when I'm in China, I'll be able to have better conversations with the locals. At least I'm going to try. So gonna finish up here, head back to the house, do some filming, and keep this day going.
大家好，今天是我学习中文第21天。今天我们要谈谈我去中国的旅行。
Just made it back to my crib. I'm actually on the roof right now. I need to get some sun. I feel like nowadays people are overcompensating with knowing what is bad for you and being hyperbolic about it to the degree of being like, hey, vitamin D, the sun radiation is so bad for us. But at the end of the day, that's one of the most essential nutrients that our body needs from the radiation that the sun provides us in order to be healthy. And living in New York, a lot of people just stay indoors all day. So it's a really good reset for me to not only just go outside and work, but take a walk. At this moment now, you can see in the back, I actually just recorded some Chinese content. Yeah, Chinese is difficult, especially learning on my own. I actually have a Mandarin session tonight, so I'll try and get some content there just to show what it's like learning a new language, especially one as hard as Chinese. But the number one thing that I want to put into this video is that whenever you're chasing a dream, the road, even if you have a general path on where you want to end up, it's never going to be straight. It's always going to have volatility. It's going to be up and down. It might plateau a bit, but that's expected. I feel like every day, as long as you're making incremental progress, you control what you can control by seizing the time that is allotted to you, whether it's the time before you go to sleep or the time when you wake up. That's the most critical point to forecast the trajectory of your success. I think by documenting the journey of a founder building the world's first luxury ritual technology company like AIOVA, I'll be able to not only implement better regimens into my own daily life, but hopefully I can inspire other people to be better with theirs. What I'm really going to show, especially when I go to China, is take a risk. And that's what it means to be a founder, taking risks, educated guessing, being comfortable with your decisions. Just make sure that the process is as ironclad as possible. So we got a jam-packed day today. I am actually about to finish this video that I'm working on, and it's for an event that I went to last week. It's an art contemporary show called Camp Fluff. Back in LA, it was actually Chance's birthday. Y'all can go check out that vlog. By the time I release this YouTube video, it'll already be released. This is the process a little bit. You know, use Descript as one of my platforms, do some of the voiceovers. I'll go into Descript just because I like how the interface is for the vocals to then get to the real nitty-gritty when it comes to sing and just some of their AI tools. And then I export all of the audio files into CapCut, where then I'll do all of the editing. I'll then compile it all, make it in sequence to my script, and then I'll post. In an hour, I have a meeting with my mechanical engineer. Yo, shout out Solomon, you the GOAT, you got us where we need to be and more. We're gonna go over everything about the mechanical, electrical, audio, and software all coming together. He's basically our project manager and helping me what is most important when I go to China, so that when I'm sourcing these manufacturers and vendors and suppliers, I know what to do and how to communicate with them. As y'all saw yesterday as you saw earlier, I was doing my Mandarin practice, so I'll be able to exercise some of that Chongwen Chinese that I've accumulated over the past couple years, but majority of it is going to be in English. So yeah, keep this day going, and then after that tonight I'm going to a American Next Top Model event. I'm gonna head out there around 6:30. Starts at 7:30, and yeah, it should be a really good time. So I'm gonna try and get all of that on film, at least to the best of my ability, and let's keep on going. We don't stop. Alright, so I just made it to the American Next Top Model event. It's pretty poppin'. You know, with some good people. Really good vibe. Pretty dope. Pretty dope. About to go check out the place and then continue the night, but this is the life that a founder has, you know? You gotta meet new people, you
gotta continue to expand your environment and continue to keep growing. So
mechanical, we're basically in a DFM part of the design. So not only are we getting, it's kind of pre-production, but still in the design phase.
Okay, so just finished the call with my engineer, Solomon, the GOAT. Shout out the GOAT. And now I have a very clear direction when going to Shenzhen. The core things for the development of AIOVA is going to be finding our main assembler, our electrical manufacturer suppliers, and find our large plastic injection molding supplier as well. So very, very helpful. Solomon, you are the GOAT. I said it again, but you always got to show appreciation to those who help you execute your vision. Never in a million years I would have ever thought that I'd be at this point just from an idea that I had 7 years ago. And look at us today, building the world's first luxury ritual technology company.